perfect world, we'd all be able to save up a 20% down payment to buy a home. Doing so qualifies you for the very best interest rates and loan terms, and translates to a lower monthly mortgage payment. But thanks to today's high cost of living and slow wage growth, saving that much would take an average buyer at least 12 years. That means most of us wouldn't be able to buy our first home until we're over 40 years old.
People have a hard time saving, period, these days, just because of the, especially people with children, because of the costs of raising children these days. It's very, very, very high to raise children.
I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and one of the barriers to entry into housing, or one of the obstacles that first-time home buyers come across, the down payment sometimes just is an obstacle that's out of reach. They don't think that they can overcome that and get into a first home.
Our first-time home buyers are making choices to either continue renting because they can't afford to be living here anymore, or they're moving out of state.
Young people are having difficulty coming up with down payment. The cost of real estate has increased dramatically over the last few years, and most young people starting out may have a lot of college debt and not have the opportunity to put money away.
That's an awfully long time to wait to begin building home equity. Still the largest source of personal wealth for most of us. Not to mention the multitude of other benefits of homeownership for individuals, communities, and economies.
It's very important that we keep our first-time home buyers here because it has a direct effect on the overall economy. If these buyers move out of state, we have lost workforce. And when someone purchases a home, there's another $30,000 to $40,000 of money that gets invested into home ownership through home repairs, upgrades to the home. First-time home buyers will help also the trade-up of these people that are in their homes, they want to move on to the next house.
That's why our federal, state, and local governments historically support policies that help us overcome the obstacles associated with saving up a home down payment. The National Association of Realtors, as well as your own state and local realtors associations, are also doing their part with programs to help home buyers save up that crucial down payment.
So implementing some sort of first-time home buyer savings program, sort of like a retirement program, so that these first-time home buyers can put money away in order to save for a down payment on a house, would be a great thing.
One of the initiatives that we've been working on is a home ownership bill in the legislature to get first-time homeowners, home buyers, either as the buyer themselves or as their parents, grandparents, for children, grandchildren, or for the people themselves.
What the New York Realtors are attempting to do is get legislation passed through our New York legislators to have a first-time home buyers savings program. What the program will do is will allow first-time home buyers to have a savings account, which any interest earned on that account will not be reportable income in the state, and they use those funds specifically for purchasing a home.
You will put $3,000 every year away, 10 years maximum, $30,000, but later on they'll be able to pull that money out and use it for a down payment home.
Tell us what you think about government policy that assists home buyers with saving up a down payment. Or email your questions to asktheexpert@shariolefson.com.